Showing instructions. Showing instructions is another major big issue that realtors fail to think that they're not important. They truly are. Okay, sellers make a good effort in preparing the property to show it, and sometimes they'll leave from there. Sometimes they'll take time off of the job. So will the listing agent. So if you guys get showing instructions, we're talking about a buyer's agent here, and make sure if your client can't make it to the property, make sure that you will call that listing agent and give them ample notice so the sellers will not have to go through all those steps. And one thing that I love doing, and I always suggest to our buyers to do, is when you send your buyers these listing reports, have the buyers drive around the community, drive around the property, see the outside of the property, make sure they like it. Because in many cases, you will go there if the buyer hasn't gone over to see the property and they're going with you for the first times, they might show up there, and some buyers don't even want to get out of the car to see the property inside. I think that's really horribly to do. That's something that's it's not very courteous to do. So have your buyers go first, see the property, make sure they like it. If it's a gated community, well, that's a little bit different. It's kind of hard to get in there in a gated community, but other communities they're not gated, and you can have your buyers go by first and take a look at it. So if you did make showing instructions, make sure you cancel them on a very timely manner. And if you're arriving late to the showing instructions, send an email, or send a text to the listing agent. Let them know that you're running 5-10 minutes late. But don't show up there and 5 minutes prior to the showing to inform them that you're not going to see the property. Or even if you show up late and then inform the listing agent that you're not going to see the property. I think that that's very unprofessional and not very, not done in a very proper manner. So make sure that your clients go first and take a look at the properties, and they like the outside, and make sure that you do everything in a timely manner. Showing instructions, is something that we should not take lightly, especially showing up late. Make sure that you let them know that you're going there. Now, another thing, the property could be vacant on lockbox. And let's say it's vacant on lockbox, you're in the community showing other properties, and for example, your client says to you, hey, I would like to see that property again one more time. Well, it's vacant anyway, the lockbox, and I'm you're not going to do any harm by going in and seeing the property. Well, that's not the way it works. You can't enter a home unannounced. So you need to get showing instructions all over again with the listing agent, and make sure that you are letting them know that you would like to see the property once again. Every single time that you're going to see that property, you must get showing instructions.